Okay, this is the Wearables prototype version 1. What I have here is I have a small 3x3 grid of surface mount LEDs. They are package type 1206. I have ordered them from DigiKey, I believe. You can get them from Mauser. They're very common LED type. I've soldered crimping beads onto the ends of the 1206 LEDs to make them easily sewable. And then I have used some conductive thread that I got from SparkFun. And I have sewn together a little grid here on some embroidery cloth. It's 14 count Ada. That doesn't really matter. It's just what I had laying around. And I have went over the conductive thread with puffy paint. And I've got different kinds of puffy paint just as an experiment to see how different types would work and come out. And you'll notice here on my grid I should have a full pulse. I'm trying to test every one of them. One of the things that I've learned so far is that maybe too much puffy paint can interfere with the connection. So I may be insulating a little too much. So with a little pressure, the connection's made here. So I can see that, hey, everything's working. It's just that the puffy paint's kind of interfering. So, but the circuit itself is very flexible and still works. The puffy paint is keeping the threads from touching. So that's very neat. First initial impressions, I'm very pleased, very happy, even though it's not all fully working. These two and the top one seem to be the ones that want to rock all the time regardless. They have the best connections. So I'm definitely, nothing else, this will be an experimental unit. I obviously, flipping over, here's the back if you're interested. I'm going to do quite a few wash tests just to see how this thing holds up after being washed several times. I'm just going to throw it in the regular washer. I'm not going to hand wash it or do anything special, and just to see how that comes out. So we'll have continuing tests and see how everything works here, and more updates as we go. I'm just using a regular Arduino Decimilia to power this. There's no actual, let's see, I've got the alligator clips here, but there's no actual, like, that's just a little thread pad that I made, sewn together here. Clip that back on here. So yeah, other than the LEDs, it's just the thread, and that's all that's making this circuit happen. It's really neat. Here in my code, I just put a little debug with a little grid so I can verify, hey, what LED I think is supposed to be on is rocking on, and that's helped with the debug just to make sure what's going on. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and we'll have more info and update as I get to it.